shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12-man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll toss it to the left. Finds a little space. Fights off the defender. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. There's so many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way.
Yeah, that's not what you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw its read. Using the quick game. He strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride Davis here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the ball swept out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hands it off. Finds some fresh air. He has the first and still on his feet. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Ridiculous! Take him out!
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got some room in under the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out of the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Oh, they're after him. Got his man. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Out of the gun, the inside kid. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Let's go! They'll operate out of split backs. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Reed. Buys a little extra time. The short hands, it's crazy. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3 yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Inside the 30. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. When this dude can make plays, that's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football hit.
Turns it on in midfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want to let him use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Gonna run it. It's right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
White 53. White 53.
Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just takes too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off-play action on first down. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Coming out with it, it's Davis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Throws for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want, you take the shot, the play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aggies will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Got room to work. Turning it on. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
I mean, what a playmaker. This dude can take off from anywhere and attack your defense. Forget the option, forget pitching it. He is going to take it, and this is why, because he chews up big yards, makes the huge play.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Black. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Aggie. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss, pick up a bunch of yards, and maybe get a big play out of it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. And you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Touchdown, Aggie. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moses. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's flat. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give to Davis. First down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Give to the fullback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Done on first down, now back to the line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score. But I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Cardinal come to the line, facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On the run, it's Price. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And now the hit knocks it loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fall.
And a huge thank you right there. That return is going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense kind of break it down.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Fires to the right. He's got it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Under. Igloo.
To the air on first down. He's got him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Under fire. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it on the counter. On his feet at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
It'll be third and long.
Here we go.
This is a design run. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself on the draw. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback making checks. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Toss sweep to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And the Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
We got their defense rattled.
On the move. It's Cook. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Well,